Trump is talking again about birthright citizenship. And Kristen Welker trying to pin him down, which again is kind of like nailing Jello to the wall. But here's his answer, because again, his whole fixation is about, attacking people who are brown and black, and he just does not want them around. Here's the clip.
Citizenship on day one. Is that still your plan?
Yeah, absolutely.
The 14th Amendment, though, says that, quote, all persons born in the United States are citizens. Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it. We're the only country that has it.
Through an executive action?
We're the only country that has it.
Not true.
If somebody sets a foot, just a foot, 1 foot, you don't need to, on our land, congratulations, you are now a citizen of the United States of America. Yes, we're going to end that because it's ridiculous.
Through executive action?
Well, if we can, through executive action. I was going to do it through executive
action. He wanted to do, no. And it's not true. We're not the only country that has birthright citizenship. He also claimed that tariffs cost Americans nothing. That's nowhere near true. He talked about the trade deficits with Canada and Mexico as subsidies. They're not subsidies. The entire Canadian deficit is with oil that comes here to be refined. That creates American jobs. And again, Kristen, we can go through this all the time, and people say, well, nobody cares anymore. I feel like, well, they're not going to care if we don't continue to take a little time like this and remind people that we should expect better of our elected officials.
You are absolutely right. And we are the people who have to have these conversations here on the ground. When the big national media organizations aren't going to handle it, we've got to have these conversations in Wisconsin and in our communities. I mean, do you know what the impact of these tariffs will be in Wisconsin on the dairy industry?
Mm-hmm.
Where does our milk go? It doesn't stay here in the United States. Much of it does, but much of it goes to Mexico and Canada and China. And the last time that Trump imposed tariffs on China, the dairy industry took a huge hit. So anticipate that if he again imposes these tariffs, the dairy industry will suffer. And that is one of the biggest drivers in our economy here in this state.
Yeah, it'll be both tariffs and any type of deportation, operation will again just wreak havoc on the farms here. And in the minute we've got left here, again at 7:30, we're going to talk to Michael Harecki about campaign managers and training. I know you've had so many great people working on your campaigns over the past couple of years, but I'm sure you too would be interested to find out other ways to avoid just parachuting young people into these districts for a couple of months every couple of years.
Wouldn't it be fun to create a stable system
where
people actually built that sense of community and those relationships with the people who live there and followed through with the promises that they made? Isn't that the whole point?
It is the whole point. And so I'm glad some folks like Michael, and frankly, we may have to talk about that here in Wisconsin. If Ben Wickler were to get to be, chair of the DNC and we're looking for a new chair, that would be part of the discussion as well, as where does the state party go from here? So we will talk about that coming up at 7:30.